Hey everyone! Quick question. How many of you would trade your financial peace for a fancy luxury condo? Sounds tempting, right? Well, 3 out of 4 Singaporeans are doing just that, and it's a little worrying. Today, we're going to break down why chasing this dream might actually be setting you up for years of financial stress. Stick around until the end, because I'll be sharing some powerful stories of people who've built wealth without falling into the condo trap. And hey, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe so the YouTube algorithm helps more people get this message. Let's start busting myths and build real wealth, not just appearances. Chapter 1. The Condo Dream. Let me ask you this. Do you really need a private condominium to be rich? Or is it possible that many condo owners are actually poor? And guess what? Many HDB owners are, in fact, rich. So, let's break it down. According to ERA Singapore's My Dream Home Survey, 73% of respondents have their eyes on private homes priced between $1 million to $3 million. And here's the kicker. A third of them want to do this within the next 3 years, despite heavy financial commitments like high interest rates, property taxes, and the additional buyer's stamp duty ABSD. That's a lot of financial pressure, right? Chapter 2. Generational Aspirations. The survey also breaks down Singaporeans' aspirations by age. Let's start with the younger generation, age 21 to 27. Only 24% of them own homes now, but they're looking to start with an HDB resale or build-to-order BTO flat. They've got their sights set on private condos eventually, budgeting around $1 million to $2 million. Now, for those aged 28 to 43, their condo budget is a bit higher, up to $3 million. But why? Well, many see property as an investment, hoping for capital appreciation. This idea is more common among those who benefited from earlier market booms. Finally, for those aged 60 and above, their priority shifts to downsizing. They want to move into smaller, more manageable properties to unlock the value of their current homes, with 30% buying for investment and estate planning. Chapter 3. Why is there such an obsession with private property? For a lot of people, it's about social status. In fact, a survey from Today revealed that 80% of youths see private property ownership as a major life goal. Social mobility. Basically, how you stack up in society. For many, owning a condo feels like making it. But let's get real for a second. Chapter 4. Many HDB dwellers are secretly rich. Guess what? Many HDB dwellers are secretly rich. That's right. While some might chase after luxury condos, these folks are quietly building wealth right where they are. Let's unpack how they're doing it. Here's something people don't talk about enough. Many rich Singaporeans actually live in HDB flats. Surprised? You shouldn't be. It's not about flashy cars or big houses. Real wealth is hidden in places you wouldn't expect. So let me ask you, what does real wealth look like to you? Here's a perfect example. A good number of HDB owners are sitting on diverse investment portfolios: stocks, bonds, REITs. I know someone in Woodlands who lives in an HDB flat and has quietly built a stock portfolio worth over $1 million. And guess what? He's not rushing to buy a condo. Why? Because he knows financial security is worth more than appearances. Now, what would you choose? Looking rich or being rich? And it gets better. Some HDB dwellers are sitting on huge retirement funds. A friend of mine in Jurong West has lived in the same HDB flat for over 20 years and has built a CPF nest egg of more than $500,000. Can you imagine that? He's not interested in flaunting it because he knows his money is working for him quietly in the background. So let's rethink this. Is wealth about where you live or how you manage your money? Many HDB owners are playing it smart, building wealth steadily without the stress of huge loans or expensive private property. Wouldn't you agree that freeing up your resources by staying in an HDB allows you to invest more and build positive cash flow? Let's think about this for a second. HDB dwellers actually have more resources to build wealth. By not overcommitting to expensive private property, they free up cash flow that can be invested in stocks, bonds, REITs, or even businesses. With fewer financial burdens, they're in a better position to grow their wealth over time without worrying about massive loans. Doesn't that sound like a smarter way to manage your money? So, before you rush to upgrade to a private condo just to show you've made it, remember, you can be rich, smart, and still live in an HDB. Focus on financial stability and let your wealth grow without unnecessary financial pressure. What's your priority? Looking wealthy or actually being wealthy? Chapter 5. Some condo owners could be struggling financially. Now let's flip the script for a moment. Did you know many condo owners are quietly battling financial stress? I've heard stories about people stretched thin with massive loans, sharp interest rate hikes, or sudden pay cuts from job restructures. The worst part? They feel trapped. They're afraid to downgrade to an HDB flat because of the stigma attached. But let me ask you, does holding on to that condo really make sense when your financial peace is on the line? So here's something to seriously think about. Would you rather look rich or actually be rich? Because let's be real, many condo owners are just keeping up appearances while silently sinking into financial quicksand. What's the point of a fancy address if it's dragging you down with stress and sleepless nights? It's important to remember that financial freedom is not about where you live, but how you manage your money. Wouldn't you rather live in peace and security than feel trapped by your mortgage? Think about it. Chapter 6. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not against owning private property. If it truly brings you joy and you can comfortably afford it without stress, then by all means go for it. But here's the thing, if you're stretching yourself thin just to keep up with others, that's when it's time to pause and really rethink your decision. Ask yourself, is it worth the sleepless nights? If owning that private property is more about appearances than financial security, maybe there's a smarter way to achieve your goals without the burden. At the end of the day, private property can be a great asset, but so can HDB flats. We need to shift the public perception that only condos mean success. You don't need to own a condo to be rich or to lead a fulfilling life. Conclusion. If this video gave you something to think about, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more content on making smart financial decisions. Together, we can break free from these outdated myths and focus on building a future where financial well-being takes priority over just keeping up with appearances. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next video. And remember, financial security? That's the real flex. See you soon.